Okay, so last time on night shift, we had ourselves a fun little go to get propaganda started.
And we spied on the Solar Legion.
Yeah, spied on the Solar Legion.
I got sniped.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah.
You.
Did you learn your lesson not to say things aloud?
You committed thought crimes.
Yeah.
So one of the Solar Legion's Scion snipers gotcha.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I've decided I don't like psionics.
Yeah, you and Avery can fucking join the hating on psionics club.
I know it's
also speaking as Nova. It's now on the anti-magic paladin class.
Well, I mean, that would
doesn't freaking work.
That would fucking help you because psionics aren't magic, dummy.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why. That's why I don't. Nova doesn't like him.
I can't do jack against them. We just have to hit them really hard and hope that they don't send it back at us in a psychic backlash, okay?
Yeah. Make my dang saving throws. What the heck?
Yep.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah, but you're on your way to Lord Nebula, the Lord Commander of the City Watch. I believe, correct?
He does security and military, so yep, we're off to go see the military man.
And hide a body.
To see the wizard.
Alright. So is there anything else you all are doing on your way over there, or just heading
I think
over?
we were basically there. We got
Does anyone remember how low Lotus was after that fight? Because apparently my sheet somehow decided that it had a long rest at some point, because it's back up to 99 HP.
I mean, I healed.
No, you healed.
40.
No, you healed. You healed. You used Aura Vitality, and you got yourself all the way back up.
Oh, right. My bad.
Yeah, you did a big old heal session while I killed I cleaned the crime scene.
A big old heal session where I apparently only used 2 third-level spells. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, because Aura Vitality is really fucking good.
Yeah, and I
got
also
the time for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also used Balm of the Summer Court.
Yeah, I think you used all your bombs.
Yeah, I'd be out here using my bombs.
But yeah,
Lotus and his big bombs.
I also healed you for 40.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Lots of healing.
Oh, bad.
I think Cassandra did some healing too. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Basically, all y'all were doing healing, and I was cleaning. It's fine.
Yes.
I had the fast hands. I picked up all the brain matter, so no one else had
a little bit. I did help clean a little bit with ebb and flow.
The water was very good. But yeah.
Which also healed me.
Oh yeah. All of the healing. Well, okay. I don't think we had anything else to do on the way to Nebula's. We were just gonna go talk to him, get security upped, and maybe... I don't know if the Lunarium and Astar have worked on maybe changing his mind about the Solar Legion, because he's been so far the most neutral out of everyone. So, I guess we'll see his vibes on that.
Yeah.
And then we have to go see the library. About a corpse. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Hey, Uncle, I did it again.
Well, to be honest, this man did snipe you, but you were apparently committing a crime. Do they even have the authority to consider that a crime when they're in a different city?
No.
No.
Horrible. Can't believe they'd done this. I can't believe they'd do this. Alright. Yeah, let's go do the thing, unless anyone else had ideas.
I think doing the thing sounds great.
Hell yeah.
Do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Alright, so you all head over to Nebula's office.
I believe he did know we were coming.
Yes.
Yeah, we were coming from around dinner, I think.
Hold on just a second, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all Oh boy. Yes.
You
Sorry.
good?
You're good. I'm good. We're good.
Brain be braining?
Yeah, my brain's kinda mush right now.
Maybe we could do a shorter session.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to also sort of put together his hero forge while I'm talking, so I'm sort of multi-distracted. Oops.
Oh. Yeah, good.
So, basically, you guys are on your way to the office of this guy. So, okay, sorry about that. You guys are on your way. You get to the, not really office, I keep saying that. It's a large sort of, what's the word? Fort? Yeah. Sort of a fort. And okay, large sort of fort, and you're sort of greeted by the City Watch, who know you were coming, so you don't gotta like do anything that way.
Hooray!
Yeah. And you are ushered back into one of the central areas of the fort, past various guards who, you know, are doing, every now and then you see a group doing like drills or like a group on break, sort of like just chilling.
Okay.
And you manage to get to his office, and you see Lord Commander Nebula, who is of course, astral elf with sort of bluish skin and purplish hair and glowing blue eyes, wearing military uniform. And he's currently filling out some various paperwork.
And just go sit politely.
I'll sit down and pretend that I didn't just get into a conflict mere feet away from this guy's house.
It seems like we're at the barracks or something for the city watch.
Yes. You were still a bit of ways before you...
Yeah.
Otherwise, guards would have fucking got to you quick.
Hmm.
But yeah, is anyone doing anything while they're sitting down?
Just looking around the room.
Yeah.
Same.
It's got a whole bunch of like weapons along the wall. Various pole arms, swords, axes, a few crossbows, even a rifle or two.
Ooh. Gib. Hell yeah. Do they all look like weapons that could be just used, or are they more like decorative, or...
They all seem like weapons that could be used.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. There we go. Finally got it. But yeah, he's going to sort of finish up his paperwork and dip his quill, or sort of do that thing where you like tap the ink off your quill and sort of blow on the paper to dry ink and roll it up after it's dry and says, "All right, you all wanted to speak with me?"
Yep. Over the table, I think Lotus wanted to... Who's gonna be talking?
Yeah.
Also, oh yeah, I gotta go see
Oh, yeah.
what he looks
Time
like.
is very valuable, so I would appreciate if you could get to the point.
Oh, Lapis is muted. That's why.
Lapis, you're
Oh.
muted.
I was like, wait, there's a clear lack of Lapis right now. What's going on? Oh, okay. Over the table, we had come because we were wanting to up the security for the ball, especially with the ongoing nonsense with the Solar Legion.
Okay, so and are we just gonna say we know about elevated threats?
The thing is, we don't know exactly how much this man knows about what's going on with the Solar Legion, because we've kept Lunarium and Nebula in the loop. But he's been a neutral party so far, so I don't know if he's in the loop. Wait, did I say Lunarium and Nebula in the loop? Sorry, Lunarium and Aster in the loop.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
But yeah, he's been a neutral party, so we really haven't told him anything. I mean, this is our first time meeting.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Okay.
My brain not working today. Yeah, I mean, at least mentioning that we know we have concerns about the Solar Legion and their plans, therefore we kind of trying to request elevated security during the ball. I don't know. We want this guy on our side before we let him know, like, the plan and what else we know is going on is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I view it, unless somebody else has a better idea.
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of how we find out if on our side or how to get him on our side. All right.
It's going to have to be a conversation.
Got it. All right.
Looks at the people that aren't muted. Oh no, we're all awkward.
Here goes.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's nice to meet you, sir. In the interest of keeping this brief, we, in respecting your time, we have learned of some potential threats or issues that might cause conflict during the ball, and we were hoping to increase security.
Yeah. Go on.
And we're hoping that we could get your help with that and make you aware of the potential issues so you could make an accurate assessment of what would be for conflict prevention.
All right. Please continue.
Okay. This is the part where I talk myself into it. Okay.
No. Oh.
You're not helping my anxiety.
Sorry.
Lotus, you got anything you want to say?
Alright.
Want to help your buddy Nova out?
I'm okay. Hold on. Chase, I feel you right now. I feel you.
Alright.
Lapis, you're still muted, by the way, if you're trying to...
Yeah, Lapis is typing.
Oh.
Something's going on.
Am I the only one reading what Lapis is writing?
Oh, I didn't even... Why are you using this? Why are you not, like, typing in the...
Where's Lapis typing?
In the voice chat.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because you're using this. Why didn't you just use the voice and memes?
Oh, wait. Oh, is that why there's a thing? I can't even see that.
Yeah, this thing is so hard to, like, see and use. I don't know how Lapis did this the other day, too. I don't know how you keep It's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see any of this. I'm sorry, bud.
God, I was like, I had no clue. I was just like, what do you mean Lapis is typing? Where?
Okay. So,
Okay, the best idea I have that might help you out is just asking how much does how much he knows about what's currently going on with the Solar Legion, because we know that...
I will just ask... Okay, alright, here we go.
Do what you think is right. I believe in you.
I'm gonna try and do what I think is right. Sir, to what extent are you aware of the conflict between the Solar Legion and the city?
Well, we know he doesn't like the Solar Legion, so...
Yeah.
I'm certainly aware that that they moved in under the authority of, oh god, what is his name? Oh,
Aurora.
Yeah. Lord Aurora as a mercenary, what did I call it? There's like an official word for, like...
Yeah, I wrote it down somewhere.
Mm-hmm. like
that
mercenary
library one where I was looking on how to oust them.
mercenary
Well,
attachment
is something like that. We'll go with that. All right.
to assist and possibly join up with the city guard. However, I have been skeptical of their operations. I've dealt with plenty of mercenaries in my time, and many are professionals. Some are bandits that you can just pay, but the Solar Legion are fanatics.
I would tend to agree with you, sir.
They've ill sat well with me sitting here, but I have no grounds to kick them out of my city.
I mean, we are currently working on that.
Yeah. What level of grounds or proof would you need in order to take direct action?
I'd need direct physical proof that they plan on making a move against the city.
Okay. And if we did know of such a plan and did not have proof of it, are there actions you could take with that would be politically acceptable and would also help protect the city?
Can you repeat that? You cut out a couple times on that.
Okay. Hypothetically, if we did know of such a plot, are there actions you could take to help protect the city within your political power?
I mean, there certainly are. However, as you can see, they're quite a well-armed, mobilized force. That damn fleet, that alone would almost be proof enough. However, even if it is, if they are planning something, I'm not sure if I have the manpower to take them out completely.
I understand.
Bloodshed. He takes a deep drag of his cigar and slowly breathes the smoke out through his nose and says,
Actually, I see that Hono is going to kind of speak up now, and go, how much more manpower do you think you'd need?
are you saying this through hands or through voice?
Yeah, I can only do it through hands.
Yeah. He's going to sort of look at you and
On gods, we're gonna get you a voice box.
I can get a voice box when I go home and I get fixed. For right now, I speak in sign. It's okay.
he says,
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have at least I have 500 dedicated guards. However, they're spread throughout the entire Astral Coast, not just here, as well as the ability to call a military force. However, we do not have a standing army because we've never needed one. We do have a navy, however, it is a trade navy, and many of our ships are out at sea already. So as you can see, any help, any accessory troops would be useful, but they will not take my city without blood. I can guarantee you that.
Speaking as a survivor of numerous Solar Legion attacks, including probably the most well-known, albeit quite obscured, as a survivor and probably the sole survivor of the raising of Moontier. While it is probably a lot to ask within such a short amount of time, I guarantee that if you reach out to the people of the Basin of Rebirth nearest to where Moontear once stood, this all still took place within living memory. Even if there aren't direct survivors.
Hold on a second. Are you a survivor of Moontear and willing to accuse the Solar Legion?
Yes.
Under a officially sanctioned zone of truth?
Yes.
Alright. That I can work with. Because Moontear was one of our holds. And ergo, according to subsection 17, paragraph 4, article 8 of military engagement and defense, any troops that have performed formal hostile actions upon any holding of the Astral Coast's holds is thereby subject to our rules and regulations, and ergo proxy unable to be integrated into our guard and therefore can be banished from our city.
Okay.
If the zone of truth isn't enough to win people over, I mean, my body is littered in the scars to prove it as well.
Scars don't prove anything, kid. Sorry.
I mean, fair enough, but my point stands of the idea of, well, if they're hearing a sanctioned zone of truth, and I'm able to point to the marks during said interrogation, that's got to account for something, at least emotionally speaking, of winning people over.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I'm going to just bring a cleric in and have you under that.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like a whole sort of in-court situation. My apologies.
We don't have courts here.
My apologies. This is my first time. Well, this is my first time in the city proper.
As the Lord Commander of the Army and the City Guard, I also have full judicial authority to help along prosecutions. And he's going to sort of push, sort of like tap a stone on his desk, and a few minutes later a cleric in sort of like more military armor is going to come in and sort of do a fist to the head salute, which is how the Astral Coast Army salutes, is fist to the head and let it go, as sort of like a supernova look sort of thing.
Like the mind blown symbol.
Kind of.
I love that.
I love it.
But yeah. So she says, "Yes, sir." He says, "Cast Zone of Truth for me, please." And he sort of says, "Let me know if he tries to resist." And
I will speak plainly. I do not think this should cause issue, but I do not say this as a means to shield myself, but as an explanation. There are parts of my own memory and mind that I cannot access after what happened. And I can remember the most important stuff, but there is a distinct possibility that some question could come up that even though I know it, I can't break down the wall. I hope that does not get treated as a lie by omission. Because I am going to be completely honest with you, I have no reason to lie about the people that have continued to take and take and take more from me and everyone around.
Alright, if it becomes an issue, we'll deal with that. And then he sort of takes out another stone and sort of taps a glyph on it. It says, Lord Commander Nebula of the City Watch General of the Army, Lord Admiral of the Official Navy, hereby presiding over accusation towards the Solar Legion for the destruction of Moon Tier and a holding of the Astral Coast in memoriam by Lotus Somnium of the Somnium House. And the cleric will cast Zone of Truth. All officially stated responses are under the effects of a certified cleric's Zone of Truth. And he points the stone at her. And did you resist the Zone of Truth, Lotus?
No, not at all.
And she says, subject has indeed accepted Zone of Truth. All hereby accusations and questions will be under the effect of Zone of Truth. So hereby witnessed. Please answer in direct as to the point responses as you can. Please, Lord Somnium.
Of course.
And he's going to say, and then Lord Nebula is going to say, Lotus Somnium, do you hereby accuse the Solar Legion of the destruction of Moon Tier?
Yes.
You hereby name yourself as the sole survivor of Moon Tier as far as you know.
As far as I know, yes.
Writes down a few things with this pen. Alright. And do you have any idea what the Solar Legion were after in Moon Tier, or if they just did it to destroy Moon Tier?
They are after the Sunstones in order to summon the elder myth known as Yalthabolg.
I'm just gonna write that down. And
One was housed beneath the town.
And do you hereby name any of their commanders, generals, or captains as head of the invading force?
My own brother, Oleander Stomio.
And do you hereby declare that you believe the Solar Legion to still be an enemy of the Astral Coast?
As far as I know, the greatest enemy that we face at the time being.
Very well. This concludes our interview with Lord Somnium. All statements have been concluded under Zone of Truth, and to the bet verified to all according parties, witnessed and signed. And he's going to tap the stone again, and Zone of Truth is going to dispel, and the cleric is going to leave.
Well, that wasn't so harsh.
Yeah.
Guess he's got stuff to do, which is a good thing.
Alrighty. Well, that is certainly quite a bit to go over, but I appreciate your cooperation, and
We do know of this over this table. We do know of them attacking another place and absolutely destroying it.
Yeah.
We should probably bring up that as well.
Lotus will bring.
Do we know the name of the grove or where exactly it is? Because it was like
To
about
be honest,
a day outside of.
yeah, it was a day out of Starspire proper, but I don't think we ever got the name because I don't think there was any evidence left of the name, and I think we had more pressing matters when talking to the dying dryad than asking her, "Hey, what was this place called?"
Well, okay, so it's a druid grove actually within a day, so that might be still considered Starspire. So we should at least bring it up.
At the very least, it is still Astral Basin territory.
Mm-hmm.
Also, should we bring up the fact that it's an apocalyptic level threat?
Yeah. Lotus will elucidate Lord Nebula on all of that.
Unfortunately, the Druid Drove of Ash Rest is not under Astral Coast jurisdiction. They were an independent faction heretofore, refusing to be under our laws. Therefore, we have no authority to punish the Solar Legion for that act.
So I don't know.
I think Hono will at least kind of sign, but is that at least evidence of how far they're willing to go?
No, not really. They're
okay.
an army. If it was beneficial to us, we probably would have done the same.
Jesus.
If they were ever a threat, that is.
Okay, but what threat did this over the table? What threat did this grove?
If
what
they were
actual threat? No, hold on. But this is over the table. What actual valid threat did this grove pose to the Solar Legion other than let's clear out a bunch of people who have magic?
Also, considering the ranks of people they sent to do that, if they weren't affiliated with the city, as an independent actor, what threat could they pose to the Solar Legion?
Yeah, like what?
Or was it something the Solar Legion wanted to gain by destroying them?
From what we can gather, that Dryad and her Green Knight lover seemed very fucking powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I guess if they thought that they would act...
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, no. And they wanted to just divide and conquer before we could join forces.
I think they were legitimately just trying to get people off the map. But who knows? They might have had something that they wanted to. We really don't have the chance to ask. But, I mean, just the level of destruction that they put there, it was like, what purpose did they have to go after? How is it beneficial for them other than, let's just get rid of these powerful people and just have less of a problem in overtaking, because that feels like very much evidence of they're planning something. Why would they wipe out a druid grove? Unless somebody that was a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. They sacrificed a lot to do it.
Yes. Yeah. We could bring that up, but it sounds like because it's not under the law, we can't technically use
we can't do anything about it, but we could at least ask if the Lord Commander has any insight on why they...
Yeah. That is an option.
If he was aware of any assets that Druid Grove had that the Solar Legion could acquire, or if it was just that the power and threat that they present.
Yeah, actually that would make sense because they are so close to the city, and if he's part of security, he might want to keep an eye on them even if they are not part of the...
And would probably have a good idea of any personnel assets that the Solar Legion could have captured.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, okay.
Right.
Also, it is interesting that they're going after Druid Groves, because they went after, that is something notable, Sybil.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm wondering if it's just because they are places of power and, like, connected to nature, they could possibly try to just... They're probably... My brain is going, they're part of, like, this world, and they are a place of power, whereas Yalthabolg is a being that is not from this place that's trying to push his way in. So I don't know if they're a little bit more
So, could it
opposed.
be, worried about other Eidolons, I don't know, getting involved, I guess.
Yeah.
Removing the actors of other Eidolons, like, that could potentially combine into a threat.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we should just ask him
Yep.
what he might think of why they would possibly have been gone after, if he knew anything about it, because the level of destruction there was horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, basically just pose that question to him. And I'm posing that now because we've talked about it so much. So.
Yeah. Why what was the purpose of the genocide? It was a costly act.
Yeah. So, I guess let's do a little roleplay there.
Yeah.
Even
Yes.
even if the Grove was not under your under the law, Starspire law, it still was someplace that was absolutely destroyed by the Solar Legion. You must have some idea why they would go to such lengths. The amount of death there was immense.
And if it was a place you were keeping an eye on to make sure they weren't a threat, then surely you know what threat they might have posed to the Solar Legion.
Oh, are you asking me that? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
Oh.
we were asking. Yeah, I don't know. What?
Basically, the long and short of it was, does he know of anything that was going on in the Grove that would be a valid reason for the Solar Legion to have attacked? Because the amount of Solar Legion that died and the entire Grove being wiped out seems very excessive. And like,
Costly.
why would they go after that to begin with?
Why might it have been worth it to them? And since it's a place that he was keeping an eye on to make sure they weren't a threat, what threat could they have posed to the Solar Legion?
Oh, he says, based on your description, maybe they had a sunstone.
Actually, what I was guessing.
Yeah.
As soon as he was like, "Oh wait, they went to Moontear for the sunstone. Oh, maybe the Grove had a sunstone."
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
That would make sense. Unfortunately.
And would they be able to kind of turn that around and go, "Well, we were just getting our property back," so I don't think we could validly use that, but we could arguably show that they are capable of horrendous destruction, and that could make people not want to deal with them.
Like, it could be useful for propaganda, if not law.
Yeah. So, propaganda. Okay, we'll just push that to the side. I think we had more questions. Oh yeah, we were gonna let him know the apocalyptic level threat that they were posing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if we're gonna RP that one's probably Lotus's view.
I'm simply here to get you information, guys.
Yep.
Are you aware? Well, rather, are you prepared to know just how big this threat is?
Yes.
They aim to collect 10 sunstones,
Oh,
summon Yalthabolg.
they've already have them.
Yeah. Lotus is gonna say that.
Oh, okay.
They
Okay,
already,
sorry.
yeah, they already have, and use them to summon Yalthabolg to turn all of Relira into a glittering golden planet encased in gold, where all are forced into an everlasting day, basking within Yalthabolg's perceived resplendence, and any and all who speak or act against them and Yalthabolg will be punished. Furthermore, in doing so, in dispelling the everlasting night of Nockstadt, every bit of inert energy built up from its initial fall and savior uh, would come back in an instant, dealing cataclysmic damage to all of Nockstadt, in the process specifically centered around the Astral Coast and Basin of Rebirth.
He's going to sort of nod, uh, reach under his desk, and take out
A gun and shoot me.
take out a gun and shoot himself. No, he's gonna
I have not seen an Endwalker.
take out a bottle of liquor and just immediately uncork it and take a big swig of it.
I mean, same, dude.
All right, so we're doing this.
Cork it and put it back, and literally just breathes so deep of his like fucking cigar that he like fucking like smokes it down to like the nub in like one go.
Just a cartoon, like a.
Yeah, just
Like the
all the,
fucking
and then all
King-
the ash just like falls.
like the fucking King Harkonnen gif. Yeah, but he's gonna say, "All right, that's certainly a bit more than I was expecting." But like I said, they're fanatics. All right, I got. I will send word to the Basin of Rebirth and see if I can't get any lizard folk forces to assist with this.
Um. Did we say did many voices already? I'm just trying to remember. Did many voices say that they were going to send more people over to help with handling them, like more combative forces?
Uh,
Because we kind of did a really short kind of hand wave of it.
yes, I believe that you can request combat forces. There's not like a standing army of.
Yeah, we just have ones that are a little bit more capable, and
Mm-hmm.
if they want to come, they can. I guess. Okay. The people that are on missions and stuff like that, they're generally more would they'd be more of the like roguish spy type rather than
Yes.
like okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean I think Hono will at least kind of speak up again and say that he will look into seeing about getting more forces to bolster the current the Starspire forces.
What forces are you referring to?
I guess I got to out myself again.
At least you get to do it yourself this time.
And Sika will just sign ones that the world has not seen for some time. And I guess just take my mask off and go, I'm a robot.
Well, to be fair,
Not the robot.
You gotta be a little more specific than that because there are like modern Warforged in the world. You gotta be a little more specific.
Wait, there are? I thought there weren't.
No, there are. It's just that you're like Age of Artifice Warforged. Like there's.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought it was the Wildforged that were the modern ones,
No,
and
there's
there's
Wildforged. There's a few normal Warforged being made currently in places like Estella and Decane.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
I could have sworn I told you, however, I did sort of only find out about that like a few months ago, so I may not have actually told that.
It might not have never come up. I'm sorry.
That is kind of like the one problem with like having like a setting multiple people are working on, that sometimes communication just doesn't happen as good as it should.
It happens. It's fine. Okay.
The main thing with yours is that like you guys are literally Age of Artifice Warforged, like.
Yes. Well, that's why I was saying one that people haven't seen in some time. So I thought the part was enough, but I'm like, oh, okay. There's other Warforged. All right, hold on. Yeah. So I guess let me add to that is one you have not seen in a long time. When cities were once in the floating in the sky, something like that. Sorry, my brain is just like, wait, hold on, I don't got this no more. Yeah. And then I'll take my mask off. I am robot. Yeah. I don't actually say the robot part, but
also to
I robot.
To also be completely fair, Age of Artifice, the people of Artifice didn't really like fight. They didn't really have any armies. They didn't make weapons for like personal like craftsmanship and for like sport, I suppose. But they just as a sort of thing like that. Anyways, but he's like, wow, this day just keeps getting more and more interesting.
I just signed. I'm sorry. It's a lot to take in.
Oh, the Eidolons give their toughest battles to their strongest soldiers. God gives his most tragic battles to the silliest clowns.
The fucking description of a lifetime for this party.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a silly little clown. Ooh. Oh, I just never mind. I had a moment where I connected to the collective brain cell of every Shaco player in League of Legends, and now I feel like I need to like scrub my brain clean.
Anyways,
God.
Something every League player should do every now and then.
Mm-hmm. I disagree. I don't think they should.
What, clean their brain?
I thought you meant connect to the collective Shaco brain cell.
No, clean the brain.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I've seen brain maintenance.
Yeah.
Brain maintenance.
Take your
maintenance. I was trying to figure out how to say that.
Yeah. I want to make an insight check on this guy.
Yeah,
I would as well, just to double check.
Yeah, because like
Go ahead.
I don't like in and out of character. I don't think this guy's in with the Solar Legion, but it really does not hurt to check.
Yeah, you can.
I'm
Yeah.
just like so relieved that someone listened that I believe him.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyone who's
Alright.
making an
that's
insight
fair.
check.
Okay, well, I'm also doing one because I did have to out myself. Ooh, that's a nice
Yeah.
Can I
24.
do
Let's
one?
see, what
That's
did
a
I
I'll
get?
do it.
24.
I got 14! Woo! It's all up to you, Lotus.
All right. Did
I got a 24.
Cassandra also want to make one?
Oh yes.
All right. What did you get?
18.
Alright.
Use your dice! Use your dice!
Oh yeah, use the dice!
Nice!
Use the dice!
I bought all these goddamn dice and I'm not using the dice!
Oh, what's wrong with you? But there, okay. Well, we got 24, and 18, a 14, and a 7.
Alright.
I got a 5.
Wait, I thought you rolled a 7 earlier.
No, I rolled a nat 1 plus 4.
Oh no! Oh, it was a 5. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yeah. So I am entirely trusting.
Jeremiah was a frog. That's a good friend of mine. Kitty dibby doo doo doo. So, what are his vibes?
Sorry.
It's no problem. I was just
Yeah.
Uh, so, what's going on is that, oh boy, sorry, I'm having a brain fart. There we go. Okay, we're good.
You're okay, you're okay.
We got,
It's the 5, which is
he's
fun.
only Lotus is able to sort of, read this guy because his, like, face is, like, such a fucking unmoving, like, chiseled, like, stony expression. Uh, he is, you know that like fucking joke of like the oh captain, why do you wear a red shirt in the battle? It's like so the
Yeah.
don't see me bleed. It's like sees a bunch of ships like bring me my brown shorts. It's he's
I don't understand that at all, quite frankly.
oh because he was so scared he shit himself.
Oh.
Or he's worried about shitting himself. That's the joke. Anyways, like he's like,
Yeah.
oh
Okay.
man, this is a lot. I'm just a fucking. I'm like a fucking. I may be the
I'm
highest.
just a guy.
I'm the highest military rank in a fucking place that doesn't like fucking respect the military.
This man is like, this is a lot for me, and I'm like, we're just a bunch of random ass adventurers, my dude.
It's fucking.
I don't know. I just got here and assumed everybody tried to save the world.
This isn't the norm. What are you talking about?
I'm assuming this is the average humanoid experience.
God. Oh yeah, this man's having a time.
But he does believe you. He does seem to be willing to help out and try to stop the Solar Legion.
Okay, good.
Okay.
And
Who
like,
we
That's
we
all
were
we need.
talking. Yeah, we were talking with your uncle about getting all the civilians out, so that could also be part of what this man
Yeah.
learns.
Yeah, Lotus will tell him that.
Yes, we'll try to evacuate civilians as best we can. However, this is going to be one hell of a thing. I don't know how many people we can get out before they try something, especially without them noticing.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's gonna be the hard part.
It's going to be quite agree with you that if they try something, as much as I hate to say it, there is definitely going to be severe, a very severe possibility that many innocents are going to die in this.
Yeah.
And it's highly likely that we have to try something because seeing how they've been destructive, they're going. People are going to die no matter what, but we need to try something.
Mm-hmm.
We can't save everyone, but we have to try.
Um,
Yes, no.
are you? Have you decided if you're going to confront them and ask them to leave based on the information that Lotus was able to give you?
I mean, I certainly can. However, judging by their forces, if I do that, they may indeed be like, "Oh, cover's blown. Time to attack."
I understand that. I just wanted to be aware of your plan.
I will try to gather some forces. Maybe see about getting some saboteurs in on some of their ships or something.
We do have a little bit of that already planned. Trying to steal some sunstones, but
I mean,
yeah,
yes, actually, if you do have ones that would be skilled in that, their help would be great. Much appreciated.
I'll certainly see about that. Uh, might be, well, should try and find some allies or mercenaries of your own if you can afford it. We'll see about.
Only we didn't send Hark, Spark, and Bark away.
Yeah.
But Honey wanted them gone, so it's okay. It was Honey's thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is a samurai somewhere.
I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with him again. I don't like him. He doesn't seem like he'd listen to reason. He'd just be more like, okay, but we're fighting right now, right?
I mean, he just wants to know about strong people fight.
That's true. I
So,
guess we could push him towards the Solar Legion.
yeah.
Just be like, they're strong. Don't come after us when you're done, okay?
We're not going to be strong after we're done. Let us heal up first.
But yeah, okay. So, probably looking for some help. I need to start getting a lot of shit moving on my end. We need to go talk to the librarian. This is all being said over the table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a dead man's that maybe she can read. I don't know because his head exploded. I don't know if he'll be able to be useful.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see.
I mean, she did crush the other guy into a cube, but then revive him.
Well, that's true, and I got all the pieces I could find. So maybe there's enough.
She may have. Apparently, you think that she probably has a way of tricking the people she's bringing, having brought back into thinking that they're being brought back by someone loyal to the Solar Legion.
Mm. All right. Well, have we finished blowing this man's mind? Is he going to just spend the rest of his day drinking and?
No, he put away he put away the bottle after he.
I'm pretty sure as soon as we leave, he's gonna bring it back out again.
Nice. He seems pretty professional. Like that was just a little like, oh, I need just a little shot to.
Just a little, just a
Yeah.
little.
But yeah. Anything else you want to talk to him about?
not that I can think of.
Well, I guess at least are we getting that up security on the ball just in case the
Yes.
ball actually does go forward? So
Yes. In fact,
okay.
Although he is thinking it may be wise to cancel the ball, in all honesty, but then they may know something's going on.
Yeah, and actually, Seeker will say it might be best to proceed as if we don't know, especially if that is the one time we would be able to get on
Yeah,
to their ship.
you're probably right.
We'll just have to try and move civilians out slowly and cautiously.
We'll have to evacuate the outer city first. They seem to be much more focused on the inner city.
Well, we have maps of the sewers that could probably assist with that, getting them to the gate and such. What was it? I think we also, over the table, I believe we doing like I think I mentioned something about doing like a festival or something to try and get it to seem like the stores are closing down and that's fine and normal. But I don't know if that's gonna work with them. They seem fairly smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do some thinking on that. Okay, so at least we have some plans starting. And I'm guessing we're gonna have to keep in touch with everyone as well that isn't on this.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk to them about?
I can't think of anything.
Same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
To the library!
As you guys are about to leave, there's a knock on the door.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Come in, and like a town guard, sort of like, or one of the city watch, sort of just like, Lord. He does a shaky salute.
Oh god.
Oh no,
Lord.
this isn't good.
My lord. He sort of like looks at you and he's like, "Go ahead. This is already. They're able to be trusted, I suppose." And he says, "Lord Aurora's been murdered."
What?
What?
No!
Lotus goes paler than usual because he had the conversation with fucking Borealis and it's just like, oh no.
Oh shit.
And it. And he seems to have been murdered by his house's own legacy rapier.
Oh.
Okay, it's either on the sun or the actual,
And his son's nowhere to be found.
Oh no.
Lotus just pinches the bridge of his nose.
It's either on the sun or the trainer, or this is all a setup. Over the table, where the fuck is an enemy?
Oh no.
She pull.
You don't know.
Okay, gang, above board. Should Lotus tell Nebula about his conversation with with Borealis and the fact that he explicitly said, "Please don't do anything drastic."
Your conversation with him was, the Solar Legion did this to my place. You should think about how you view the Solar Legion. You didn't say, go kill your dad!
Yeah, I also did explicitly say, please don't do anything drastic. I am fair. If not those exact words, I said the equivalent.
It's always possible he confronted his dad about it.
However, considering
it escalated.
Yeah, considering that he is also a young man with hot tempers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
should I tell Nebula? Like,
Whatever you want to do.
I'm asking the rest of the party. Shut up, DM.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Here's the thing: I want to check in with my people to see if they know if anything, if they knew what happened, because I wanted eyes on everything. So
Yeah, at this point, you do sort of start to feel a buzzing in your head.
yeah, then I pick it up.
Yeah, there we go.
I am the Watcher. I have something very important to report.
Please report.
Lord, Lord, the Lord Aurora was murdered by his own son.
Are you sure it's him?
Yes, I was keeping an eye on his house and uh, making sure I had a good view of everything. And I couldn't hear exactly what was said, but his son confronted him, and they seemed to have an argument upon which he just absolutely drove his rapier right through his eye.
You cut out for some of that. I heard the son confronted him, and the rapier was driven through his eye.
Yeah, son confronted him. There was an argument, and his son drove his rapier right through his eye, and his brain seemed to leak out of his face.
Yes, I found that they do that.
Yeah.
Enough psychic damage turns your brain to fucking goo. Not that it
Well,
Wait, hold on. Do we know
very
he
bad.
can do psychic damage?
Yeah, the rapier does psychic damage. That was
Oh, shit, okay.
It did psychic damage to Lotus.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, once Lotus drew Comet, he drew his he had changed out his rapier from a normal one to like one that was his house's legacy weapon.
Just telepathically, I'm gonna just reach out to the group. Oh, I know that Abby just walked away for a moment, but reach out to the group and go, I have just received news that Borealis was seen killing his father after an argument.
Okay.
And just, like, I'm so glad I'm wearing a mask right now. Just
you put it back
smiles.
on. Okay.
Ripperonis!
This isn't gonna look good for us.
Well, here's the thing.
So, to part the Komodo a little bit, during Lotus's conversation with Borealis, they did a couple of rolls to see, one, if he believed him, which he did wholeheartedly, and two, if he was going to confront his father, and then three, if that argument was going to lead to anything drastic, and yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to ask. I don't know who this was that got back to me. I'm gonna ask if they have the recording because I want to read their lips. I want to see this recording. I want to read their lips.
I do.
Right. I would like to see the recording as soon as possible. I will let you know when we can meet.
Oh man, I forgot what it was. It wasn't Wandering Eye. It was.
No, it wasn't.
But
you didn't actually say a name. You just had them.
Yeah.
Say the voices I or something like that. So
the voices.
I don't have like names for all of them. I think the only one we have is Decanter.
Wandering Eye is.
We have Wandering Eye, we have Purposeless Dagger, there's Silent Blade, but all of the neophytes you didn't actually give names to.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna be real. Warforged names are a little too complex to just give.
You're totally fine is the thing. Yeah. It's probably one of the neophytes, that's all I'm saying. You don't have to worry about it.
It's like Open Ear or something.
Open Ear?
Yeah, we'll just call him Open Ear. There we go.
Open Ear?
Open Ear didn't listen too good. He didn't hear Jack.
Yeah, that's what makes it funny.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, yes, I would want the recording as soon as possible.
Hmm.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry, Barnabas. We have ruined your life. Actually, he did that
Oh.
himself. He did that himself. However,
Mm.
so are you going to is he still allowed in our house is the thing? Because here's the thing.
It's a
You said
bit hard.
always open!
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, uh, I feel like Lotus would feel like utter dog shit if after this he were to turn Borealis away, but also from
Because he's
like a
probably
political.
planning on it.
Yeah, but also from like a political game. God, this fucking sucks.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. It's fine! It's fine!
I think, I don't know, like, if Lotus would outright say this. Because, like straight up, he's having a Gaius such devastation. This was not my intention kind of moment right now.
Did they cut that out in the newer patches?
Yes, and it's criminal. It's criminal. They streamlined too much. Not only did they streamline Gaius' speech, but they also took out the most iconic line. They took out very glib and such devastation, and I can never forgive them for that.
Oh.
Terrible. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
So,
I will say, like, Lotus does indeed look very stressed out right now. Like, I don't think that there's any manner of, like, way that he could hide that with his +1 charisma.
why don't you give me a shot? Why don't you give me a fucking deception check?
Yeah, I will. Because I feel like the only way he's going to say anything is if he's specifically prompted with this, like, where's deception? Oh, my +0 charisma.
Yeah, I was like, wait, you
16.
have
16. Uh,
16 ain't too bad.
16 ain't nothing. We'll see. He sort of just continues to sort of like have a completely impassive, stony expression as he's just listening to the guardsman, and he's like, "All right, I want everyone in on this as quickly as possible. We can't make it seem like we're not taking this seriously. Um,
Uh-huh.
however, this is both good and bad for us. On the one
Yeah.
hand, we have one less voice opposing us in the council. On the other hand, this looks very suspicious on all of us."
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's not that suspicious if it's his son who was also at odds with him ends up killing. It was the one who actually killed him, but that means we have to pin it on the son. I really want to see that recording first before I want to know what was said first before I just throw this guy under the bus.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh boy. So
Does it look like fucking Nebula's about, like, to ask me some shit, or,
No,
like,
he
does he?
just
Okay.
he doesn't even like acknowledge you.
I think he's had a
Okay.
very rough day at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, should we come back to discuss at a later juncture?
I mean, if you have nothing else to give me, I'm going to be busy for the rest of my life, it seems, however short that's gonna be.
Lotus is like gripping the fucking table, like grinding his nails into it. He's just gonna say, "Okay, I'm going to be completely honest here. This is going to sound really fucking bad.
What are you? Wait, hold on. Are you saying
No.
this?
Unless someone wants to stop him, because
Just
If you want to phrase that, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we should let him get to his work.
Yes. Let's just mentally. Secret's just Lotus. We could talk to him later. Let's leave right now and figure things out.
Yeah, you know the meme of the guy, like, all veiny and, like, red in the face, trying not to say something? That's Lotus right now. Like,
luckily for you, he got a nat 1 on his fucking
he's fighting for his damn life, trying to not say something.
We'll escort him. We'll just go ahead and
your damn life.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We're just gonna escort you out. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get some more information.
Borealis, I'm gonna find you, fucker.
Yeah.
And maybe like a couple hours of sleep. Because
Yeah, I will say,
Yeah.
when you link up with Lotus telepathically, all you hear is just fucking screaming. Yeah, like just screaming from both him and Belladonna, just like.
I'm just imagining like a fucking full-on Belle LeBlanc, like a Looney Tunes Tom and Jerry scream.
Yeah, exactly.
When just like Seeger basically tries to like links up and then immediately unlinks, like no, that's too much. I can't handle that right now.
That's some beautifully ominous bell tolling.
Uh-huh.
Well, so what do you guys do now?
We need to go to the library to at least drop off this corpse to get more information, and then I gotta go meet my friend. Which I guess I generally do with Honey, and we could just say we do that at some point.
I mean, you could just like request that they drop it off to you immediately when you get a chance, and they like just pass it off to you from an alleyway.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Have that happen along the way.
Yeah, you can do that and you get the recording. You want to watch it immediately?
Am I able to watch it with without anyone seeing it?
You can just like pop it in, just like display it. You'll be blind and deaf while you're watching it,
Somebody want to just let me sit in a corner and do this, or drag me along?
I can just carry you. I've got a very high strength right now.
Oh yeah.
Could yeah.
Fireman's carry or whatever.
I mean, I could also just do it when we get to the library too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do love the concept of one of you guys carrying me around.
Yeah.
So if you're watching it, are you watching it immediately then, or are you gonna wait?
Hold on. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a thing.
Let the dice decide.
Yeah, let the dice decide. So evens, I'm gonna let y'all carry me. Ones, I'm gonna wait. Odds, I'm gonna wait till the in the library. Library it is, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
So you guys get to the library and are ushered in immediately. The guards know you well enough. And you're seen to the top of the tower through the teleporter. And yeah, after a few moments, the librarian comes out and meets with you and says,
Hi.
"Hi, hello. How are you all doing today?"
Horrible.
Great, too.
Well, Seeker's just like, here's the first bit of what needs to be handled. Do you have a place to
Shake
put
out
a
the hole.
corpse? Do you have a place to put a corpse?
She's gonna take the scroll from you, go to the back of her extremely spacious top floor, and to just sort of like dump it out in like a fucking
Definitely would have pre-warned that it's very bloody and there's a lot of brain.
Yeah, she's just dumping it into a chute.
Oh my
Sort of
god.
pulls a lever and like some water flushes along downside it.
Oh, so there's like a. Should we be disturbed that you have a body removal system? Like. I'm trying not to process the connotations of that and the implications of that.
Wait, is she getting rid of it?
No, she's just sending
Okay.
it to be resurrected.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's still. There's a lot of nasty implications to that I'm not going to process.
Hey, listen,
She's a great worm. Let her have her body shoots, okay?
she's got plenty of enemies that she's got to deal with.
She's also a collector of knowledge. Sometimes you gotta collect that from bodies, okay?
Which is why we're ignoring the implications. We're just not going to talk about it.
Oh, also that chunk I gave you is a little low-key librarian theme, so I'm glad that she's in this section.
But so, is there anything else you have to report or discuss with me?
I think
Y'all
Secret will
want to
just...
tell her, or should I?
Well, I want to at least get the body stuff handled.
I mean, it's going to take a while to get him resurrected. You'll have to come back later for that, and I'll have to break him mentally.
Yes, well, I'm just gonna say this is the specific information we're trying to look for. Oh, I wanted to get the thing off the body before she took it!
You could have. What was it?
It's the thing that allows them to be invisible in the sun.
Yeah,
Yes, you can get his
cloaking device.
cloaking
You mean that
device, which is basically you can just turn invisible at will, but only in bright light.
Okay. I also probably should allow her to look at that because I know that they can track. And I do not want this to be trackable, so I don't know if she could take a peek at it.
I mean, you're probably better at looking at it than she is. You got more.
Oh, that's true, it's Age of Artifice stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll fuck around with that.
You can make a couple arcana. Make me an arcana check on it and see if you can.
Okay.
Figure it out. It's just
Anyone
like
want to
a
give
sort
me
of like-
guidance?
It's like sort of like a wristband. It's sort of like a bracer, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone have
I would
guidance?
give you the help action if I could.
Okay. It's okay.
I have no guidance.
Damn it!
Lotus, do you got guidance?
No.
No, druids don't get guidance.
How do they don't?
No.
Druids do get guidance. He just doesn't.
They do? I thought they did.
Yeah,
It's an option.
Yeah,
It's just not many people take that option, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a cleric bard thing.
It's a cleric bard druid thing.
Hmm. Alright, well, even without guidance, I got a 19.
Yeah, you're able to find and disable the tracking on it.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's Artificer, Cleric, and Druid.
Okay.
Okay.
Could I use one of my channel divinities to regain a spell slot? I forgot to mention that.
Sure. Is
Thanks.
there anything you all wish to report or talk about?
You could talk while I go listen to this recording, go read this recording real quick.
Borealis killed his father.
I knew that Aurora was dead, and I assumed it was his son, but thank you for confirming it for me. Definitely rash. However,
Um,
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Seeker will interject and it's just like, I will have their last conversation for you in a moment. Give me one moment, and I'm just gonna go watch this thing.
Yeah. So, you get this like view of like the in shadow as like this Warforged, as a steel forged sort of stalks through the mansion.
Oh my god, he just straight up in the mansion. I love that.
Yeah. And you see him like stock sort of like walking behind Borealis as he like goes towards like the fucking family, like this big fucking fireplace, and pulls off the rapier from like above it and puts it in the frog on his belt. Well, puts the scabbard in the frog on his belt. It's a rapier with a scabbard. Anyways, but he sort of stalks down towards like up towards his father's study and knocks on the door, and you see that this Warforged sort of like sort of slip out a back door because he can't get into the study, and sort of just crawl up the wall and sort of take a peek through the window as Borealis gets in there, and you can't make out what they're saying. You can kind of hear a muffled like, but since you can read lips, you do sort of see Borealis come in and say, "Father, I have some things I want to discuss with you." And you see Borealis sort of like look up from his work and say, "I'm busy. You have other things you can busy yourself with, can't you?" And Borealis replies, "No, this can't wait." And Aurora says, "You're testing my patience, boy." But Borealis says, "Father, what is the Solar Legion actually doing here?" And Aurora says, "Oh, come now. They're helping improve our city. We're going to have a proper new military force, one that's a little more friendlier to me and my regards. Keep trying to get the other councilmen to approve other military stuff, but you know, be nice to have it under my control finally. Why? What do you care?" And he's like, "I heard some interesting rumors about the Solar Legion, that they destroyed that settlement Moontier, I believe it was called." He's like, "Of course they did. I had them do it. It was going to become a big fucking issue for me later down the line. I still can't get rid of that damn bastard Lunarium. You have to get your... Oh, are you..." And he sort of like looks at Borealis and says, "What, are you upset? Oh, come now, boy. You're gonna have to get your hands bloody at some point. What's the point of you swinging that sword around all the time if you aren't willing to make a couple cutthroat negotiations?" And he says, "A lot of people died in Moontier," and Aurora says, "So? They weren't important. Just a bunch of filthy backwater druids and peasants and that damn Somnium family. Shame I couldn't get Aster in it, though. Bloody bastard. Anyways, I'm busy, so get your ass out of my study, boy, while I'm doing important work. Grow a fucking spine."
Wait. Above board. So, confirmed. Bad woman dead.
What?
Lotus's mother. Bad woman dead. Confirmed.
100%. Your
Okay,
parents
good.
are dead. They're not fucking coming back.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I've said that multiple times, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, confirmation.
I don't remember.
And
That's a shame. I do think she could have made a good villain.
in response, Borealis says, "Alright, you know what? Yes, I should grow a spine." And then he quickly, like, lunges forward and jabs his rapier into his eye. And,
Alright.
and fucking, like,
Sorry.
starts to just melt his brain through his, like, mouth and nose. And what'd you say, Ginger?
I said power to him! He just found out that his father has been orchestrated basically a full takeover of... He's been trying to fully take over Starspire and killing hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent people to do it. I'd be hella upset too! This boy deserves a fucking medal! Anyway...
He suddenly just drops his rapier and just, like, looks at his fucking hands, like, you can see him, like, fucking hyperventilating for a moment before he quickly picks it up and just books it.
Wait, he picked up the rapier?
Yeah, he picks it up again and books it.
I thought they said that he was killed with a rapier. I guess they just assumed that from the damage.
Like, from the damage, his, like, brain is leaking out of his
I
face.
thought the rapier was still there. That's why I was going, wait, he took the rapier?
Yes,
Sorry.
they did take the rapier. They just, by the way, you all would now sort of, like, know that this rapier's name is, Singularity.
Of course its name is Singularity.
And,
Oh.
but it definitely does psychic damage, but, yeah. That's the recording.
I'm just gonna come out of that, hands steepled. I don't know what you guys were talking about while that was going on.
A lot of nothing, probably.
And
At the very
man,
least, comparatively speaking.
oh boy, Seeker's just like, well, yes, it is confirmed that Borealis did kill Aurora, but Aurora confessed to quite a lot. And Seeker's gonna pause and look at Lotus, unsure if this should be said, because there's a lot going on right now, and Lotus has looked pale as fuck today. With every...
I sort of forgot to mention it, but, yeah, basically, he did say, Aurora did say, yes, it was more like he said, yes, I let the Solar Legion know where that the Sunstone was there.
Oh, okay.
He said it. I should have said it that way. I forgot to say it that way, but that's what I meant to say, is that he let them know that the Sunstone was there, and they took care of it for free on his part. He got a bargain out of it.
I see.
I think above board, Lotus would want to hear it.
Okay, yeah, well, it was mostly just pausing for, like, just to see Lotus's reaction for a little bit. So, okay, hold on, I'm just adding that extra little bit of knowledge to my notes so I don't forget.
Yeah. That's on me. I should have said it quicker, but...
Oh, no,
sometimes
you're
waiting
good,
for
you're good. So, yes, after a moment, Seeker is going to go. Aurora admitted to letting the Solar Legion know where the Sunstone was in Moontier, and admitted to being the one that orchestrated the destruction of Moontier. They did the job for him apparently free for getting the Sunstone. Aurora also admitted to having them go after Lunarium. Though it seems we at least stopped that. I'm sorry, Lotus. So there you go.
How's Lotus feel about that?
Yeah, how's everyone feeling about that?
I feel like there's a little bit of a sense of, I don't know, like pseudo closure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, yeah, line. He just did it for line go up.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like there's definitely some fluttering beneath the eyelids and some synapses firing again, but I feel like he's just baffled. Like, I think there's like a little bit of a sense of closure, like I said, like, okay, so this wasn't just my family's part. It's good that my mother is confirmed dead, because I would rather not deal with her. But at the same time, it pisses him off to know both that his brother was so willing to kill everyone in town in the name of some outer god and some other family, and he does still feel like immense guilt as the older brother of like, why couldn't I get him back from the brink? Where did I fuck up? And I don't know, like, it's something he needed to hear, for lack of a better term. Like, it's not a, oh, this is my fault, but it's very much like, why would anyone do something like this for the sake of something as shallow as profit? That I don't think that's something that Lotus can comprehend. He's just very quiet.
Okay. Just... I guess I'll just add a little bit more to it while you're quiet, just kind of letting you have time to process that. And just Seeker will continue to say, it seems that Aurora was intent on taking over Starspire, and I think he assumed he could control the Solar Legion, but he did not know what he was messing with. So, yeah. That's all the information I have. How do we use this? Oh boy.
Well, I mean, we could plead the case for Borealis.
We could, but they're still probably going to want to prosecute him, even if... I read that big old law book. How would this be handled? Because this seems like a crime of passion, but he also did kill a member of the High Council.
As far as the case of killing a member of the High Council go, the penalty is almost always execution. However, due to the circumstances of him being a family member of this High Council nobleman, there is, in circumstances of that would be life imprisonment, or life in house arrest, rather.
House arrest is a lot better.
However, it could also be argued that because this was both a crime of passion and a massive confession by Aurora, that there could possibly be virtuous manslaughter, which has a couple different punishments depending on who perpetrates it and why, ranging from a few years in prison or house arrest if you're a noble, to 100 lashes and 100 public lashings.
Oof.
Which is a lot. Like, I know, like, it's like, compared to, like,
yeah, that's your entire back fucking gone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a healer on hand, maybe
it depends.
But that's still.
I mean, it depends on the type of whip, but still, even if it's whip.
Is there truly no way that we can justify this? I mean, listen, I know that this may sound cruel and this may sound worrying, but, like, genuinely, what he did was objectively justifiable. He killed someone that has been committing vast amounts of treason, has been ordering the deaths of anyone who disagrees with him, working with people who order the deaths of anyone who disagrees with them. Is this not the kind of sort of interpersonal political dual bullshit that could be justified?
I mean,
maybe if it'd been set up beforehand.
Seeker is just gonna be like, I want this to be justified. I do not think that he should be punished for what he did. However, we're still bound by the law, and if we try to help him, which I actually do want to, that could end very badly for us. Sadly, we are not above the law in this city. And the Solar Legion can use that against us.
I'm aware of that, but Lotus grits his teeth and just sort of clutches his head. Sometimes, and I know this is a dangerous thing for a fucking house leader to say, but sometimes exceptions have to be made. I mean, he did the right thing.
He did.
There's gotta be some way around this, and I'm not the type of person to go back on a promise. Like, I know how bad this can be made to look politically, but I promise that our doors were open. And I can't rightly turn away someone who is in need of succor. I didn't do that to Nova. I didn't do that to anyone in the Grove. I didn't do that to anyone in my life. Anyone who comes to me, who needs help, who needs support, who needs healing.
Lotus, I know what you are saying, and I know you are right. But right now, we need to be careful. If we help him, I want to, but if we help him, and they turn the system against us, we cannot stop this from behind bars. We are not powerful enough to do that. Powerful enough to avoid that. They have been coming after us for every single little thing. They will find a way to turn it on us. We need to get help from somebody who can help us. Someone they can't go against. Looks at the librarian.
Oh, yes. I am here. I have been listening to this whole conversation.
Legitimately just looks at her like, ma'am.
I mean, it's kind of hard too, because we can't, like, it's the entire city at stake. We can't just, this is gonna sound harsh, but we can't just let everyone die for one person, because we had to you know?
Do you think that... I want you to listen to what you just told me. Do you think that I don't know this kind of pain? That I don't know the stakes here?
Lotus, I get that, but we can't just give everything up right now when everyone is in danger. I mean, this isn't... If it was just us in danger, I'm sure we'd all take the risk. But it's the entire city.
It's more than the city. It's the entire world. This goes beyond us, Lotus. That's why I'm saying, if we want to help him, we're going to have to go through the legal channels, at least for now. Or, we need somebody who can go above those legal channels. We are too small for this. The only other thing I can think of is we get him out of the city and far away. But the fact that we're even talking about this could be turned against us. I don't think it would, in this company. But we just have to go about this in a smart manner.
I need some air. Lotus is going to turn on his... Oh.
There's a balcony you can step out onto if you wish.
Yeah. Lotus is going to turn on his heel and head to the balcony.
Well! Hot damn.
Yeah. So.
I would want to keep an eye on Lotus. Is Lotus within eyesight?
Yeah, you can see him through the balcony.
Okay. I want to just at least keep an eye on Lotus. Because right now this is a really big, terrible thing that's happened, and we are basically almost condemning somebody who has done a big thing for Lotus. And I don't want to do that.
Speaking of the balcony, by the way, Lotus, you sort of like look down and you realize that this is actually sort of like a floating crystal that's like nearly a mile above the Tyrion Tower itself. Like airplane height up. But there's like a little field around it, so the air isn't super thin or anything.
I think Lotus reaches into his pocket and sort of turns around the totem that he got from Eula's temple with the lock of his hair on it, the driftwood, and he's just sort of turning it around in his hand, just sort of squeezing it, and I think he just audibly says, just, who are you and why did you...
Do what?
He just quiet... No, I didn't cut out. I paused dramatically. Sort of grits his teeth and just says, who are you and why is it that all of the most important lessons I took from you I remember, but I can't seem to remember who the fuck you were?
Are you going to try to remember? Because you as you sort of mentally sort of see this this isn't even like a psionic thing. It's like as soon as you try to reach for his memories, it's like your hand almost touching a hot stove, and that you know that this will bring you pain.
I think Lotus has been... I think whatever pain... Lotus has the mentality of whatever pain he has been feeling today is already comparable enough to what is behind the wall that he feels like he can handle it. Yeah.
Alright. Make me... What would this be? What should this be?
A bagel.
Make me a wisdom and a charisma saving throw.
Wisdom save is a dirty 20.
Don't forget to add your bonus for being near me.
You're not near him.
Yeah, I was like, I think we're outside of the 10 feet.
Also,
Charisma is...
It wouldn't apply to this anyways, but go ahead.
Yeah, Charisma is 3. For whatever that's worth.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh,
this
jeez.
is gonna fucking hurt, buddy.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Well, at least I'm keeping eyes on him, so if I need to, I'll run over there.
To immediately take 30 points of psychic damage, just
Ooh.
right off the bat.
Holy shit.
Like, you're forcing your way through this trauma, like, to just look at it. You're not doing this in a healthy way. This is possibly some of the worst way you can do it through this, and you're also going to take 3 levels of exhaustion.
Holy
Ooh.
fuck!
3
That's real
levels?
bad!
As you just begin to remember everything about the handsome bugbear druid.
Oh, that's what I thought it was gonna be.
The handsome bugbear druid Malachi. Who,
Hey, I'm struggling to try to fuck up my HP. And I apparently have a max of 30 HP now when I was just trying to do 30 damage. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I did to my sheet.
okay. Well,
You probably... Hold on. Let me take a peek at your sheet. Yeah, you probably did the HP. Did you override your max HP, possibly?
It seems so. Why? Oh god. Why can't I do damage? Okay, did that work? Okay, there we go.
Are you on PC or
I'm on mobile?
mobile?
I'm on mobile. I got it figured out. In incredibly sexy news, 69 HP.
fittingly enough, because you're remembering your partner. You guys were full on, practically. This man's name was Malachi, sorry, and he was a druid of this grove that sort of like helped you join up and like taught you almost everything you know about being a druid, all the basics that is, you know, sort of came into the dreams part a little later, but you know how that is.
Yeah.
But he sort of, he was your lover. He was your partner that you cared deeply about. You guys had a very deep relationship together, where it was almost basically like the 10 years that you were in, or the many years that you were in there. I don't remember exactly how long you were in.
Yeah.
Tier, but you were there for a while, and he was there to sort of like take you into the grove when you were like trying to get away from your parents one time, and taught you everything, and you have like all these memories of you two spending time together, and then tragically at the end, where he basically attacked Oleander to try and protect you, and you basically see Oleander fucking vaporize him in front of you.
I think Lotus is just sort of just sort of falls to his knees and is silent for an uncomfortably long amount of time before letting out the most guttural, anguished cry I think anyone in present company has ever heard.
Not to detract or anything, but I think the moment that Lotus does fall to his knees, Seeker would be, like, on the move to at least get to you. Because despite everything, still very much cares about you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you'd probably feel like sort of like a hand floating above your back, right around the time you start screaming.
Ah.
Just like, oh shit! Oh boy. And I think probably the first time that Seeker has done this is just gonna kind of hold Lotus. So they're gay.
Y'all know the scene.
Remember your dad
Y'all know the scene.
as your new boyfriend, don't you?
Y'all know the scene that in, I think it's Sozon's Comet Part 2, post Azula fight, where Azula's just a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Flailing around.
Like, it is pretty much that. It is bad.
Just the pure panic on the robot. It's just like, oh god, what do I do? Hold? Everyone holds each other and they like it, so I'm gonna do that.
The fleshlies like this, I think.
Just a help.
Bags often hold each other for comfort.
Yeah.
But yeah. What looks to the rest of the party, just and it doesn't say anything, but you feel like Seeker's just going,
Help.
help.
Yeah, the librarian is going to just sort of say, "This is something." For
How is non-empath and mind reader librarian doing?
Oh, she's fine. She's dealt with this kind of shit before. It's like, yeah, he's got to deal with this mostly on himself. If I try to fuck with his head, help him, it's just gonna fuck him up worse. You guys gotta be there for him. Basically.
Mm-hmm. That's why. Are you stuck in it? The rest of you get the fuck over here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hug this man. He's crying.
Yeah. Like hug.
I think after
Group hug.
I think after like 5 whole minutes of screaming, crying, throwing up, for lack of a better term.
Oh jeez.
It's not actually vomiting.
No.
He just finally chokes out the words, just fucking took everything from me.
Just gonna sit there and listen and hold. And just let you get everything out. I can't really... I can't do much else.
Yes. I remember why I'm so fucking determined to... Oh, hell yeah! The allergy sniffles are adding to it. Let's go for one. Why I am so determined. Always help whoever needs me. I don't think I'll ever understand how anyone in that grove could have the audacity to call him as cruel and cold as the sea. I don't even think he had the luxury of being able to return to the Earth. And it fucking sucks. There wasn't even anything as left as the rest of them. Him. And I think Lotus just quiets down and just from what he can manage, with everyone already holding him, he'll sort of wrap his arms around Seeker and just press his forehead against Hano's and just say, "You remind me a lot of him, I think." And I think those sort of dark pink eyelashes on, the two eyes that were original to this body sort of flutter open, and Seeker, you see these sort of brilliant amber eyes, these deep ink blue scleras, almost black, like looking directly up at the night sky, with these sort of amber irises that look like little starbursts that gradually transition to these multiple colors as they move deeper towards the snake-like pupil that almost gives them the look of a nebula from the remnants of a supernova, as though looking directly at the life-giving properties of some horrible, inconceivable cataclysm, and still seeing beauty within it, and still seeing a will to continue on.
Why? Oh man, was this so as your eyes finally open, like for the first time that we've all known you, you're just gonna, because I can't really sign right now, you're gonna hear Seeker in your mind, and you're just gonna hear, "Lotus, your eyes are open." And there's a pause before they say, "They're beautiful." and just gonna kind of let the gayness continue.
I think for the first time, like, in all the, for lack of a better term, crying fits that Lotus has been in, tears finally stream freely down all three eyes.
Sessions become like this. What the fuck?
That's just how this day goes. I'm sorry, that's just how this one goes.
Oh my god. Also, that was a callback to when you were calling my eyes beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Secret does not know how to flirt. That's the best thing. And it wasn't even really flirting, it was just an observation.
Yeah. Gay people. Party's full of gay people.
So yeah, just sitting there and hugging, and you get some pats because it seems like that also helps with people who are crying. Like, I think this is right. I'm doing it right. Looks to Cassandra and like, this is right. This is, I should
gives a thumbs up.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
God. Oh boy. So we should probably just get Lotus home, which I'm pretty sure once we get home. I'm pretty sure when we get home, there's gonna be somebody waiting for us. Is the issue?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're gonna have to figure that out. Hoo boy. Hoo boy.
Yeah. So.
How's my good buddy Belladonna doing after breaking the wall down? Is he okay?
He's fine. He's suffering a little bit of empathetic backlash. He's not.
To like, you know that one hamster crying meme? It's just that, but a snake. Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing we do have to get Lotus home, so we're gonna have to leave. Before we leave, I would like to talk to the librarian about, like, this information that I have, we can use this, but would it be possible to shelter Borealis? Or, in her opinion, I mean, obviously this would have to be said outside of Lotus's earshot, because Lotus is definitely not having a time right now. Or does she suggest that we actually hand him over to the law? Because perhaps that would be... That actually might not be that protective. It could be, but it depends.
Could be, probably won't be.
I may be able to look after him. I don't think you should hand him over to the law.
Wait, she said that she could look after him, don't hand him over?
Might be able to look after him.
She might be able to. Okay. So...
Definitely shouldn't hand him over to the law because he'll probably be killed by the Solar Legion.
The Solar Legion.
He won't lead in.
Yeah, because here's the thing. The information I got is really, really good to turn on the Solar Legion, but we also have come to the conclusion that if we push too hard, they will just fucking go wild. So we have to. They'll
just go ham.
Yeah, they're gonna go ham.
Well, and it would look really bad in the midst of the like, we should definitely do something to help Borealis, but we should consider being very, very sneaky about it, because if they catch on in the midst of the political, like, they're gonna drag our names through the mud, which isn't good because it'll mean people will trust us less.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, we have to be careful about this. We have to, if he's going to be protected, it has to be somebody who is higher, who's basically above the law or higher politically than we are. We are.
Here's a thought: is the sewer lead to the library?
You might be able to get through the sewer to the library.
Because we could smuggle him through the sewer to the librarian. Because you guys have the map of the sewer, don't you?
Yes, Honey has that. So that might be something that we wait till Hero is here, so we can do that. But I guess we should at least get home.
I know I have a habit of saying this, like, almost apologetically every time I get a important scene in literally any D&D game. I really hope that I don't come across as having main character syndrome, like, genuinely.
Well, I think it's good. Here's the thing. A lot of this stuff is also tied into your backstory.
Right.
Like,
that's...
A lot of us are just little guys that are kind of here, we have our plot points, but you, legitimately, our big bad guy is...
You are our tie to the plot sometimes.
Yes. My tie to the plot is legitimately my home will explode if we don't do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm just here to vibe, like...
Yeah. It's, to be honest, that's legitimately, my first game was like that, because it was a one-shot that the DM then built around my character's thing, and then that became a huge thing. So I know how it is, but it doesn't make you main character. As long as everyone else gets to go and have their things, which we've been doing. So
okay. I just worry.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I know that sometimes I'll bring up like, oh, we should wait till so-and-so's here, but I've always been like that, where I'm like, oh, we should make sure everyone gets a turn, but that's not on anyone. I just do that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Because sometimes I get talked over a lot, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't want that ever to happen to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy. So let's get Lotus home.
Yeah.
And then try to figure out what the fuck we're doing with Borealis, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in our living room.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to keep him in the basement bathroom. It's the safest place in the house.
Borealis in the bathroom.
I will, also, I totally forgot about this, but I would have at least had asked, Open Ear to probably have followed Borealis. If not able to follow Borealis, maybe keep an eye on the mansion.
Yeah.
And somebody else or at least somebody else to have done that, and somebody else keeps an eye on the investigation that's currently going on, because there's a high possibility that Soul Legion's gonna start putting their nose in over on that too. But okay. Oh boy, let's get home. Thanks, librarian.
Yeah.
That was a very productive meeting.
So productive.
Let us know when we can get the blueprints. Have it.
I'll be able to. I'll try to bring this one back and break his mind. So we'll see.
Thanks. But yeah, yeah.
Thank you, money.
Let's get home. Let's get home. Let's see how this is gonna go. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But you guys did leave the door unlocked?
Uh,
I feel like leaving our door unlocked is not something we'd ever want to do.
yeah, not unlocked.
The church door is unlocked.
The church door is always
Yeah.
unlocked, but the mansion door.
The church door is always unlocked. I feel like it's a metaphorical. Our door is always open.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna come in and somebody broke into this house. Where's Borealis? Where is he?
Well, actually,
Where in the world is Borealis? That doesn't work. I'm sorry.
no,
I take that one back.
You failed. You failed.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, you managed to get back to your house. And when you're there, the door is still locked and no one is in the house.
But
But what do you all do when you get home? Are you going to inspect the house, or are you going?
I'm going to inspect the house. I'm gonna do a looky though.
Yeah, all right. Are you doing it inside, outside, or all over?
All over.
Yeah. So make me a perception check.
Alrighty then.
Actually, what's your passive perception again?
25.
with your massive passive.
Your massive passive is good enough. You don't find him inside, but he is actually outside, sort of like in the alleyway near your house, sort of like hiding in the darkness, wearing like this thick cloak to sort of like keep himself hidden.
I'm hiding in the darkness. This strange woman was keeping me company.
Oh man, I was like, oh, maybe I'll let him use my cloak for a moment. But you have to be attuned to it. Can I just toss it over him slightly?
I mean, he's already cloaked up.
Alright. Just, come on. Let's go.
Yeah. And you take him in. Yeah, he's, there now.
We have
You
a Borealis.
We have acquired a lad.
We have a criminal. Oh boy. Yeah, get him in the house and get him into the area that is like the hardest to anyone to look at. So, basement bathroom it is.
Yeah.
Oh god. Do I let him know I saw everything? Do I let him know I saw everything?
It'd be funny.
He's been really quiet as you're sort of bringing him in.
I mean, we should probably let him know, like, honesty and all that. Be like, yeah, so you killed your dad.
So, you committed patricide. A handy handbook.
Patricide in you.
What to do next? The steps to recovery.
How to avoid the law.
You take him down into the basement, and he's still wearing his cloak. He hasn't said anything.
Is anyone else? Is it just me?
Lotus would accompany with his halved movement speed.
Have movement speed disadvantage on every check.
Maybe we get you a nap. Or 3.
Actually, yeah, maybe we should let Lotus take a nap.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, maybe we let him see Borealis a little bit, and then he takes it.
Yeah, and then we put him to bed. Bye.
Then we have to make sure we tuck him in intensely so he does not get up and try to do anything.
Oh yeah, tight as a bug in a rug.
It's on you. I'll just turn into a mouse.
Sleeper sack.
We got the magic sheets that automatically tighten no matter your size.
Yeah, we have automatically
Yep.
cocooning sheets.
Sleeper sack. His ass in the sleeper sack. I have night terrors.
God.
I'm a danger to myself and others when I sleep.
Anyways, so yeah, you have a bolt, you have a guy in the basement.
Seems horribly traumatized.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Uh,
We've all committed patricide
mhm.
now and then. What are you talking? It's fine.
As you sort of like get him like situated, you notice that he's holding something in his left hand.
Oh God, is it his father's head?
No,
Shush.
I'm guessing it's the rapier.
no, his rapier is sheathed at his side. In his left hand is a small, slender black stiletto.
Uh-huh.
Like the shoe?
Oh, shit!
No,
Like a knife.
Oh, like the knife. Okay. I was confused there for a
With-
moment. I was
with-
like, what the fuck?
When the moment I see that, I'm going to grab his hand. Actually, can I steal it from him?
He has like a fucking death grip on it. Like,
Okay, but I'm going to hold his fucking hand, no sir.
you haven't seen him pull his hood back, by the way.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, I would've checked- here's the thing.
no.
When I found him, I would have checked him over. Was he already blind?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
But no, he's like clutching onto this for dear life. As
Yes,
if it's
I'm
like
going.
his only lifeline.
I'm going. Seeker's going to hold his hand, like hold his arm down, and telepathically reach out because I cannot sign it this man right now. So surprise robot voice, and just say that is not your escape. You do not need to blind yourself to escape from this. What you did, it may not seem it, but it was a good thing. Oh, maybe not. Sorry, let's not say it's a good thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
The right thing.
That's not the time for this. Let me retract that statement. Seeker will just say, you do not need to blind yourself. Going off the blinding thing. You're safe here.
Is it really
Rah.
blind? What? Oh, go ahead. What would you say?
He would then ask, just give me, or you know what? No, I'm gonna let him talk because if I try to take it, he'll probably react badly and try to stab himself. So just you are safe here. You do not need to blind yourself. But definitely holding that thing in a death grip. Just no.
I was already blind. I couldn't fucking see it. See how evil my father was. I thought he was cold, efficient, ruthless, yes, but I didn't think he was that evil.
Some people are very good at hiding sides from us. And why am I doing this? This should be a Lotus thing.
Okay.
Me just like no. Just yeah, some people are very good at hiding sides from us, but you are no longer blind. You have seen what he is capable of. It's you are no longer blind, please. Somebody else fucking step in here. I'm not supposed to talk.
Okay. I'll step in. You know that if you do that, you're just gonna be following somebody else. You should make your own choice. You made your own choice.
It's a bad move to say that about the choice
Oh,
being
no.
offered here. Well, you already said it, and he's going to be like,
Okay.
Again, I'm
Choice.
holding his fucking hand.
I know.
Sorry,
but
guys.
You can't get the knife out of his grip.
I'm gonna help.
He does say, I won't be following anybody. It's a choice to remove my own blindness.
I think
To be completely free from all of this.
Can I say Lotus would have refused to well, I mean, I guess he's already here still. He hasn't been put to bed
Yes,
yet.
you haven't been put to bed yet.
Yeah. Lotus is going
Why
to...
Lotus talking?
Yeah, Lotus is going to walk over behind Borealis and just pull him into a very, very tight hug.
Can
And his
I
arms to his side.
prepare
His
an
arms to his
action?
side.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Can I prepare an action?
Sure.
I want, if he tries to stab himself, to command him to drop.
I'm gonna use my dexterity to try and stop him if he does anything. So.
He's not doing anything. He's just holding on to it.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
but
Lotus will hug him tightly and just say, I know you think that will take away the pain, that will fix things, but regardless of if this is something that you want to hear, pain doesn't really go away. You get better at managing it, and I think, as someone whose eyes have also just opened, it would be a shame to shut them forever. You have very lovely eyes, and I do not think that condemning them to eternal darkness is the way to go.
He just sort of like shakes, like just like he's like trembling slightly, and he's like, I feel like I have no more control over anything in my life anymore.
And I will say that is precisely why the Dark Star came after you. It's why he came after me. And it's why he reached out to my sister.
And boy, am I glad for it.
An enemy not now.
As she steps through the wall.
Yeah, Lotus will just straight up shoot a glare at her and will outright say, now is not the time.
Oh, it is absolutely the time. All of the veil of ignorance has been stripped from this poor boy, and he finally took an effort to free himself from his controlling father. It's what I did. I took the extra plunge. I'm completely free now. I got no strings on me, Lotus. Isn't it better to
Nor
be...
do I, sister.
Oh, but that's not true. You got the strings of so many other people on you, brother. You got society. You have all of these plans within plans that you gotta put forward. Wouldn't it just be easier to just say, go apeshit on them?
I think Lotus's riff on Borealis Titans, sort of instinctively.
But I see I'm interrupting this very important conversation. I just wanted to make sure that our new friend Borealis here knows that it is 100% true, complete freedom. Control of your own life. Sure, you lose your normal sight, but your eyes already deceived you, didn't they? And she's gonna just sort of tap her fingers to her forehead and fall into a pool of darkness, disappearing.
Ah.
He truly has the worst timing.
You know she's always listening. That's why she has the worst timing.
Mhm.
I'm aware.
I was gonna say...
I'm not going to tell you.
You go first, you go first.
I'm not going to tell you what is wrong or what is right for you. But I will say, regardless of what my sister and the Dark Star are telling you, your eyes are open now. I mean, I would know. And Lotus will sort of look at him with the tired, now open, sort of nebula-like eyes.
Big, beautiful, glee.
There's so many goddamn eyes in this episode.
How many eyes?
Stabbed in the eye, opening up eyes, stabbing some more eyes.
Be a
Yeah.
persuasion check.
Oh no, you're doing this at disadvantage.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Why? Oh, right.
3 fucking levels of exhaustion. That's
Right,
why.
I forgot. I forgot.
And sadly, exhaustion in 5e is incredibly punishing.
Yeah. That being said, I do also think that I have inspiration from a session or so ago. So, for whatever that's worth, I can maybe use that.
Mayhap.
Eh. Yeah.
Alright, roll your dice.
I am. Okay. $13. And I'll use an inspiration. Well. Actually, I don't think I want to use the inspiration. I don't want to tempt fate, because if it's at disadvantage, I don't know if getting a really low roll on inspiration would fuck me. So, 12.
Is there any of us that are able to assist with this?
I would hope. You're all right here.
You're all right there? What are you doing to assist?
I am holding this man's.
Yeah. Well, that's not gonna assist with a persuasion check.
I know, hold on, I'm thinking, because I'm trying to think of, like, the last things that were fucking said.
Nova, you're the talking to person guy.
Alright, I'll say this. We don't know what the future holds. But
After
we do know that it's not going to be easy. And the best we can do is use all of the assets at our disposal to face it. And I don't think removing any of your own will help you in the future.
I also think that Seeker will add in again that your eyes are open. You have seen. You now know what has been going on. Don't run away. Don't run away from this by blinding yourself. You are only going to thrust yourself back into darkness.
You guys are... I'm going to be real. You guys are completely missing what is actually being said.
Hold on. He doesn't want to see anything.
No, he doesn't. He's being deceived by his eyes. The darkness offers mind sight and true clarity is what's being offered.
Okay, what the fuck can we say to that then?
Hold on, I was going to add. Well, an enemy says that you have no strings attached. You must know that the Dark Star is pure chaos. Everything is going to change, and I don't know if it's going to be for the better. You don't. You don't have to be deceived anymore. And just listening because they are offering you this deal that... Man, I don't know what to say, sorry.
Yeah, this is a tricky thing because they're literally offering him the ability to see through almost any deception and no longer have to listen to any rules about what he wishes to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want any of that. But here's the thing, what we're trying to say is that he's basically gotten rid of his shackle, which was his dad and everything, and that he's no longer, like, he saw what his dad was like, and he did it. He stepped up and he handled it. Mm-hmm. But to immediately then go, okay, peace, I'm gonna go into the darkness, is like, it feels like the coward's way out, but also, this is me also going, it's not the worst thing, too.
Yeah, he's gonna have people after him. He's gonna have the Solar Legion after him and the authorities.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I go? What can I do?
We are trying to get you to the library so you can be protected by the librarian, and then we will go from there. What you did and what you uncovered. What you did was incredibly brave, and having to face your father, and what you've uncovered was quite a lot. Also, this just is implying that we were watching it. But
he doesn't seem to care at this point.
I don't think he does. In my opinion, that means that you do not deserve to be punished, but instead to be protected, which is what we are going to do. We're going to get you someplace safe and figure everything out. So you will not have to turn to the darkness. Sorry, this is also... I'm talking mentally because I'm holding him. I can't sign.
Yeah. I want to say that, yeah, seeing is believing, or so the saying goes, but your eyes aren't the only thing that can lie, and I wouldn't blame your own sight are other people's deceptions. People can be cruel. People can be lying, scheming sons of bitches. But I think that in shutting yourself out the way my sister did, in condemning yourself to darkness, you also see. I'm speaking as someone who has seen through her eyes. You lose the ability to see the vibrance and of people, of good people, of the world around you, of anything that is not on the ground. Would you really only want to see only one star in the sky? Would you really want to uh, shut down, um, be having the possibility to look up above Knockstadt after all this is over and see the sky in its brilliance again? Would you want to live in a world devoid of color just for the hope that maybe things will be easier to understand again? There is danger in mystery, believe me, I know, but there's also a beauty and a wonder in it. Yes, sometimes people will show one face to you, and it won't be the truth. But sometimes, and I say this as someone who has remembered, sometimes the face that is being shown, what is hidden, isn't a isn't a scheme to hurt. My my lover that I lost was widely considered a brute. He was considered cruel, and he played into that because in public he knew that was a means to keep people that he cared about safe. He put on an air of brashness and cruelty, not just because he spoke his mind and took no shit, but because he knew that in private, the gentleness that he showed, um, that he kept hidden, uh, was something that only the most privileged would be able to know, would be able to see. And he, to the end, kept up this air of brashness to protect me. Things are hidden, but that's not always a bad thing. And I'm sorry that the the thing that was kept hidden from you for the longest time was something so terrible. But I really want you to think on this. Do you really want to shut out the world in its vibrance, in its beauty, uh, in its wonder and mystery, just for the chance that maybe in doing so you'll be able to see things more clearly?
Make me another persuasion check.
Did any of us give us assistance in this?
Yes, you can now make it without being at disadvantage.
Okay. Good.
This time I'll use inspiration. If
All
it's,
right.
yeah. I accidentally closed my sheet on mobile. I have to open it again.
Yeah.
We'll let you do that.
I swear,
Okay.
this man's
First one is a 15. Not bad. Let's use inspiration and see if we can make it any better.
All right.
The belief in you.
Second one is a 14, but a 15 ain't anything to laugh at, especially for +0 to charisma.
I'm really regretting not getting proficiency in persuasion.
Yeah. I have it, but yeah.
He's
What
gonna
is this talking?
just look at you all, look at Lotus, and just drop the knife.
I'm grabbing it.
You try to grab it, and it sort of just seems to melt into shadow.
Okay, good.
I am glad that we met you. And I am glad that we can be there in ways that your father was not.
Thank you.
Would that we could have met under better times. That would be lovely. But unfortunately, sometimes our lots in life are not what we'd expect.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you trusted us enough to come here. And
All my life, I've
furthermore,
Oh, go ahead. No, you go first. Sorry, I thought you were done.
furthermore, I will say we will do our best to make sure that we are worthy of that trust you have placed in us.
And he sort of nods. I've tried to live my life with honor and dignity, but I had no idea how much what a filthy, honorless cur my own father was.
I drink to that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was.
Unfortunately, I don't think I should be doing anything other than sleeping for 3 days straight.
One of us has greater restoration, right?
Or can get it in the next day.
Yeah, can get it in the next day.
Yeah, because I was like, I think we're high enough level for 5th level spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
I'm sorting all my Prismacolors by color right now after that drawing where I used almost an entire
Use
box.
all of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think we're gonna call it there.
I can't believe we
That seems
talked
like a good spot.
Can't believe we talked a boy out of stabbing his eyes out.
Yeah.
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 Oh boy. I'm keeping an
Oh,
eye on you,
boy.
sir.
Also, sorry I was kept interrupted with that because, like, I feel like I need to make sure that you understand what the situation
Yeah,
is.
no, I appreciate it because
Yeah.
You were good.
we were saying all the wrong things until you gave us
Like, I started with the you don't have to be blind part, and then we went like, but it's. Then I was like, oh no, wait, hold on. We were saying all the things that was making it seem better.
Yeah.
It's fine. Brain, no work until it works.
Brain no worky.
No worky.
Mhm.
But now we have a
Yep.
criminal in our basement.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
poor hero. Poor hero's gonna have so much.
What? We have a what? What happened?
Well, to be fair, it wouldn't be the first criminal. Like, whatever that's worth.
For what it's worth, do we have any warding spells?
We probably looks at.
Can we get a
no, but I was a
scroll
knowledge
of
cleric with those.
Can we get a scroll of like
Hold on.
Slank or whatever it's called? You can't find
Let me
non-detection.
Yeah, is non-detection a thing that clerics have? It's a third level spell, right?
I have no idea.
Because I remember having it as a knowledge domain cleric, but they get a lot of fun wizard spells, so
Where is my yellow?
let's see, hold on.
Sorry.
Oh,
Uh
I'm going to stop the recording.